YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant analysis. This time is on the Atlanta Hawks beating the Celtics again, 119 to 115. The Hawks actually won the season series 2-1. Um, we don't play each other again unless we play in the playoffs, and other than that, we don't see each other again. The Hawks 22 to 19 and 11 and 12 away from home. The Celtics go to 29 and 13 and 15 and 8 at home. Still a great record, still a great season, just not the dominant season that we expected from the Celtics. We did have some guys missing this game like we usually do, but no excuses. We have to go out there and compete with what we have like every other team, and we need to just get back to getting wins. And it seems difficult. It seems hard, but we still feel like we can beat anybody in the series, and that's the mentality that we have to have as it's a long season. The Celtics won the first quarter 33 to 21, but they lost the second quarter 31 to 15. They won the third quarter 30 to 21, but also lost the fourth quarter 31 to 26. And then the Hawks beat them in overtime 15 to 11, and that allowed them to walk out with a victory. Jalen Johnson has been balling this year. He had a little bit of a minor injury that he still might be going through, but he was able to play, and it's good that he did. For the Hawks side of view, from their perspective, he had 14 points and 13 rebounds, a dominant game. Two of his rebounds was offensive. He did have 3 assists, one steal, one block, 3 turnovers. He got some alley-oops to go. They really used him as much as they could. He ended up even playing 38 minutes. He was 4 of 7 from the free throw line, 0 of 2 from 3, 5 of 13 from the field. Clint Capella, 3 points for him, -6 and plus minus, 3 personal foul, 1 turnover, 1 assist, 9 rebounds, 2 was offensive, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 4 from the field. Trae Young, 28 points plus 3 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 5 turnovers, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 11 assists. So a double-double for him. He's been doing that throughout this entire season. 4 rebounds, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He was 3 of 10 from 3, but he also was 10 of 23 from the field. He's going to take a lot of shots. He's going to try to score as much as he can. He's usually the tiniest person on the court, even physically, but he knows how to play the game the right way. He knows how to keep his teammates involved. He knows how to lead them to easy baskets, but he also knows how to get his own, and that's what makes him a star player. Vit, he had 7 points, -3 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 1 turnover, 3 blocks, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. He was 1 of 5 from 3, 3 of 8 from the field. He played 26 minutes and started. Didn't do too much, but didn't get in the way, and he played hard defensively. You can tell that the Hawks really wanted this win. And Dyson Daniels, he was 11 of 14 from the field, took really high percentage shots. Had no reason to miss most of them. He was 1 of 3 from the three-point line. Those was his misses besides one other shot. 4 rebounds, 1 was offensive, 4 assists, 1 steal, 5 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, +6 and plus minus, 23 points. It's good to see him score that much because this team does need that extra oomph to be able to beat teams like this, because this team has a lot of firepower. Onyeka Okongwu stepped up like he's been doing off the bench, 32 minutes tonight. He was 6 of 10 from the field. He even made 2 threes. They kept leaving him open, so he said, I'm just going to take it. And he was able to make them. 5 of 7 from the free throw line. He had 13 rebounds off the bench with 19 points. That's a massive game. 5 of them was offensive, 2 assists, 4 blocks, 2 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, +6 and plus minus. DeAndre Hunter, 16 points, 4 personal fouls, 2 steals, 1 assist, 6 rebounds, 3 was offensive, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 1 of 8 from 3, 6 of 14 from the field. I like what I've seen out of him. He's been one of their best bench players. He's a good defender too, sometimes in spots especially, but his 3-ball wasn't going tonight, but he still found other ways to score. Bogdanovich, 7 points, -4 and plus minus, 2 personal fouls, 1 steal, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 3 from 3, 2 of 4 from the field. Garrison Matthews, 2 points, +12 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 2 steals, 1 assist, 1 rebound, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 0 of 3 from the three-point line, and that was his only shots. The rest of the guys did not play. Coach's decision. 44 of 93, 47% from the field, 9 to 37, 24% from three, 22 of 28, 78% from the free throw line, 13 offensive rebounds, 55 total, 27 assists, 9 steals, 10 blocks, 17 turnovers, 17 personal fouls, and 119 points. For them, that was enough to get them the win. And then the Celtics, nobody really blew me out the waters when it comes to the play. It was lackluster. They didn't take the best shots. They ain't dropping right now. They do have droughts when they go through this type of an offensive slump. But you still got to go out there and play smart. And I feel like we're lacking that with shot selection. We're lacking that team play that's dominating teams is just not in our psyche right now. We just going out there hooping. And I've been saying that, like, sometimes the Celtics go through them plays where it's like, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, I'm just going to do this. And it just don't make sense as a team. And we're settling for a lot of shots that the Hawks will want us to take. And you got to force them to pick something. And they're allowing the Celtics, every team, it seemed like, to play this way. And it's been working out for the opposing team just as much as it's been working out for us. And it's a dangerous game that we're playing with teams. But 23 points for Tatum, 2 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 3 steals, 7 assists, 8 rebounds, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 2 of 9 from 3, 7 of 21 from the field. Luke Cornett, 17 points, -5 and plus-minus, 2 personal fouls, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, 4 steals, 2 assists, 7 rebounds. 6 of the rebounds were offensive, 3 or 4 from the free throw line, 7 to 9 from the field. Drew Holiday, 8 points, -7 and plus-minus, 3 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 assist, 6 rebounds. 1 of them was offensive, 2 of 5 from 3. 3 of 8 from the field. They scored when they could. I like what Luke Cornett did. He was a big body, just getting the easy baskets around the hoop, protecting the paint to the best of his ability. He came to play. He probably was the only starter that really did outside of Jaylen Brown. Everybody else was in cruise control. Even Drew Holiday. He's just walking around making all these plays happen, avoiding shots and trying not to be in the way. Kind of forgot that he was important to the team. Same with Derek White. He's jacking up way too many shots. He took the third most shots today because nobody else really took any quality shots, and he usually doesn't. He just jacks up threes, and it works sometimes. It worked a little bit tonight where he was 7 of 20 from the field and 5 of 16 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Yeah, 8 rebounds, 1 of was offensive, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls, +5 and plus-minus. He had 21 points. Jaylen Brown, he got a couple steals, but he had 11 rebounds and 24 points, 8 assists, 4 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, -9 and plus-minus. He had 6 of his rebounds. That was offensive, 4 or 5 from the free throw line, 2 of 9 from 3, 9 to 27 from the field. But also Sam Hauser, he was 0 of 7 from the field. Most of his attempts was from the three-point line, where he was 0 of 5 and didn't make any threes. 3 rebounds, 1 that was offensive, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 turnover, +1 and plus-minus. Kada, 2 points for him, +1 and plus-minus. 4 personal fouls, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 4 rebounds. 1 that was offensive, 2 of 2 for the free throw line. And Peyton Pritchard, he came ready, locked and loaded, and ready to go. He was a good player off the bench, was their best player off the bench. They didn't really need most of their bench to play because they thought their starters was going to get back in this game and win it. They were leading for some of this game, but they didn't put their clamps down. They didn't get their shots to fall enough to be able to beat the Hawks team tonight. But he was 7 of 12 from the field, 4 of 8 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 1 that was offensive, 1 assist, 2 personal fouls, -60 plus-minus. He had 20 points. But other than that, the rest of the guys were either injured, they didn't play, or they were just too old and they just needed some rest. Honestly, this is what these things are really to me. 40 out of 104, 38% from the field. You can't shoot 104 shots and only shoot 38% from the field if you're trying to win a game and show you that you're still the defending champions, where they do respect them, they do get up for them, but the Celtics are shooting themselves in their own foot. A lot of these possessions and a lot of these things defensively, they just look like a team that's just out there hooping and playing, going with emotion. And it's sad to say it because I'm a Celtics fan, but this team is playing like they crazy. 15 to 52, 28% from three, 20 to 23, 87% from the free throw line, 17 offensive rebounds, 53 rebounds total, 23 assists, 13 steals, 6 blocks, 14 turnovers, 18 personal fouls. And we did get up there 115 points, but it wasn't enough to beat the Hawks, who really was on the streak, and they feeling themselves, and they should, as they're trying to lock up one of those seventh or eighth spots or higher. But they got to continue to compete and continue to try to win. They're a difficult team to play against. Most teams have struggled with the Hawks because they're athletic. They're very mobile. They can get hot from three. They have a playmaker in Trae Young that just plays the game, very high IQ, and he has a great feel for the game and understanding how it should be played from the point guard position. And he also puts a lot of pressure on your defense to make decisions. But other than that, like, the Celtics could have played better. They could have did a lot of things better. They know that. The coach is going to be on them. They're not playing the brand of basketball that they need to on both ends of the court to be considered a championship team. They're just not. And the fact that they always unhealthy, they always doing something with the lineup. They always playing guys less or more minutes, and it just seems like they're a mess right now. They just seem like, man, we're just tired of playing basketball. We just want to get to the playoffs and show that we're better than everybody. But this is part of the process. This is part of figuring out that these teams are different. They're not the same teams you played last year. These are different versions of the team that you played this year. These teams are going to shift and change each and every game. They went through all these type of things when they was younger. Obviously, they still became champions, so it's not something that you should say blow it up or it's over. But the Celtics do have to make decisions, and they have to make smarter ones and better ones if they want to beat the better competition and not get embarrassed like they have been in other games. But I'm disappointed in them. But I still love Tatum. I still love Brown. I still love this team. I still love Joe Mazzulla as a fan of this team. And it's just right now, it just look like we just out there hooping. That's just your turn, my turn. You do a little bit of this, you do a little bit of that. We can just win this game now. It just doesn't happen like that. You got to take the soul out of these guys that you're going against, and you have to make them feel like they can't beat you. You have to put on a show for the fans, and they did that last year, even in the regular season. Not so much this year. It looks like they're just coasting, and that could be dangerous because if you don't know how to put that switch on or off, then you're just going to find yourself getting eliminated in the playoffs and coming home ringless. And it would be good to see us win again because we do have the talent. We do have everything that's needed to be able to win. And we should have a no-excuse mentality this year. But the way we've been playing, anybody can beat us. And we're not playing like we want it. We're just hooping. And if that's going to be the case, somebody got to go. Somebody is going to take the scapegoat shot because this is just too much talent that's just sitting there rotting away, and that's not a good sign for what we're doing and what we're about. And even when I'm listening to these interviews, they just seem nonchalant. We seen that we did it, we can get out of it. Next game they lose again. So something has to change, and somebody has to be the example of what we need to wake up and smell the coffee on. Because it's just crazy. It just looked like they just we'll just figure it out. It'll just be good. It'll just be the way it needs to be. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to change. We'll be all right. I mean, then another loss, and then another loss, and then they give you the same speech. I mean, there's some truth to it because they have been through some ugly times, and they have become champions through them ugly times. I'm not saying this team is done. I'm just saying they just don't look like themselves anymore, and it's been going on even before this month has happened. It's been happening going into this month, and we almost through the end of this month, and it's still happening. Something got to change their mentality and wake them up and become the team that they know that they can be, which they haven't really been this entire season. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do conversation videos just like this, but in different variety. Not only that, I do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, future stars, rookies, do mock drafts and draft coverage. Not only that, you can check all that stuff already on my channel. I got over 3,000 videos. If you want to see something different and get to know me a little bit better, well, you can check out my social medias. They is also on my channel. But other than that, stay blessed. The weekend is here. Hope you all get y'all rest. Hopefully y'all had y'all fun before the grind week comes. And if you're working the weekends like me, well, stay blessed up and see you guys hopefully later today with more analysis. I love the fact that y'all always watching. Y'all always want to see what I got to say. You always want to hear what I got to say. I appreciate it. That's why this channel is popping. That's why this channel is popular on other platforms too, because y'all love what I do. And other than that, thanks for watching. See you guys hopefully later today with more analysis.